Let's go to the beach each, let's go get away. $18.
Hello. Oh my god. I hit my microphone. Hello. Konani. That's a crazy smile. Hi, how are you doing? Hello, Hayden the Goat. Welcome into stream. I'm doing good. I am doing well. I am vibing today. I crashed out a little bit on Twitter yesterday, but I'm fine. Do not worry. We do not talk about that. And instead, I want to talk about how you guys are doing and what I did today and what I decided to also do yesterday. So I think I'm going to look for maybe see if I can handle a part-time job while being a student, but I am not sure. I don't think I'm able to. And if I don't get any response from any of the places that I applied to, then I'm just not going to do a job while I'm a student. So yeah, not the Twitter crash out, yeah. Your girl is still mentally ill, sadly, but I went to I went to go see my physician, and she was like, well, this seems like a very isolated, well, actually, I told her that because of the fact that what I'm going through is a very personal, isolated incident that in fact impacts mental health, pills will not fix it. And as a result, I told physician, I don't want an increase on my medication. Don't increase it. I'm gonna tough it out. What I have right now is good. And then my physician was like, I agree, because you can't just fix problems with pills. So, hope you get a manageable part-time job. I hope so too. I'm looking for some that I have had experience with in the past. And stuff that would probably match with what I have on my resume. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm looking for. I like do thing. So anyways, I think what I'm gonna do today, well, actually, we know what we're going to do today. Y'all know what we're doing today. Hello, everyone. We are going to write bad fan fiction with the chat today. You're always here for you. Thank you, Max Scott. I appreciate it. I'll sometimes talk about life and stuff. Personal life stuff, sometimes I will talk about, but other times I think that I want you guys to be distracted by my silliness, because sometimes life just really sucks for everyone, and we all need a distraction, and that makes a lot of sense. So, who is part of the notif list? Hello, Grand. Hi, Grand. Welcome in. Hello, Will Dude and Hot Chick and Lucky. Hello. And Andrew, the person that I was wanting to be here, the person I'm waiting for, the man, the myth, the legend, the star of the show today, Andrew. And then Lumen. Hello, Lumen. Very cool 5-stream streak. Good job. And then yeah, hello, Max Scott and Hayden and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that I had the form out for a while now, I think. So hopefully the form should have a good number of applicants. So yeah. Did share with us? I'm gonna double check and make sure that I also have the document shared to me. Because I want to make sure I actually have it. I don't know if I have it or not, and I haven't checked my emails. It's not there. I don't know if it is there, actually. I'll find out. 65 months. Holy crap. I think I need to add you. Please do. Yes. The stream would not be complete without the streamer. I think this would be very reasonable logic, very sound logic. Just left work, but I'll check my phone. Okay, sounds good. Take your time as well, though. Let me know when. I'll be chatting with chat for the meantime. For example, chat. Have you drinking water today? I drank some water, actually. Let me drink some more, actually. Ready whenever y'all are. I need to be added to the document first. And then also, I am going to give it some time for some people to... I'm going to give people time... I'm going to give applicants time to actually get here. Because I don't know who exactly showed up and who signed up. Because the response form, I believe... Am I even able to see the responses? I don't remember if I could. Let me see. I'm not sure if I was able to see the response form. Lol. Oh yeah, I need to get it shared as well. Oh. Yeah, I don't see the responses. That's okay though. Mwehe. Mwehehe. So, I am going to, however, once I get added to the document, I shall format it in the way that I think would be most reasonable. I'm also going to do a poll right now ahead of time so that we can figure out how we want to format this. Because last time it was just a conglomeration of y'all can go anywhere on the page and write whatever you want on the page, but Anjo suggested to me that we could each have our own section on the document and see how horribly out of order everything is. But we'll find out. Let me see. Shared with me? Shared with me. Owned by anyone. Not owned by me. Where is it? Oh, good. Okay, I found it. Yippee! Okay, I found it. Okay. All the mods should have access. Good. This is good. This is very good information. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is before everyone is able to start writing, I'm going to switch over to my gaming screen and then I'm going to make sure that I have everything. Whoa, wait, what the heck? Whoa. Oh my god, okay, sorry. I was messing with like the document tabs. This is crazy. Okay, where's my brain? Let me start some music that isn't our normal BGM because it's too chill for that. It's too chill. That's too chill right now. I think that works. Yeah, that works. Ba, ba, ba. Oh my god. Wait, okay, we could also put a chat into the document. That's silly. Okay, let me get the tab that I want shared and then crop it so that people are able to actually, so that I'm able to have it be, how do you say it? Organized properly. Okay, sick, awesome. No one will recognize me. Sure. Make sure, by the way, if you did sign up, once again, be sure that it's an email that you are comfortable with using. Yeah, make sure that you want to use an email. Make sure you use an email that you like using. Anyways, let us move into the next area. Hehe. Hehe. Last time I did this, I was drunk. Let's see if this is any different. Can I make this a little bit more centered to where I want it to be? Can I move this over? I guess I can't. I can open the chat, but like I can't really. That's okay. It's whatever. Let me hide my tail real quick and then I'm gonna. Actually, what if I just like go right here? You know what? No. Let's do that. Why not? Who is that wonderful individual in the side chat of the Google Doc? I wonder. I am not so sure who. I do not know. Hello, Kit Kat. Welcome into the stream. Hello, hello. Okay. I think we got everything. I think. So I'm gonna format it. I'm going to create the format that I want it to be in. Really quickly, I'm going to also copy from... Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the prompt. I'm gonna rewrite the prompt in in a way that is very similar to AO3. And if I get it wrong, Andro, please correct me if need be. But I'm gonna try my best to Okay, so okay, then we got that, and then we have the tags tab. and then we have like the actual starting thing, right? Is that where it is? Right? And then like actual fic. Like I can't remember the name of the actual document, but and then title. I'm pretty sure title is like centered here and then it starts from there, right? It goes tags then summary. Okay, tags then summary. Or wait, hold on. Okay. Go onto your AO3 account, homie. I know that you have an AO3 account because this entire thing was actually suggested by Andro. Well, I had the idea and then Andro doubled down and was like, please, we need to do this. So I agreed. I agreed very highly. Okay. I'm going to also do a fancy heading. Let me see if I can do something fancy here. If I can't, then oh well. Does that work? I don't think so. There you go. This is the order. Rating, archive, warning, categories, then fic. Okay, summary. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so it's rating, archive rating. You know what? Let's not just. I mean, let me just shorten it down to categories because we're not gonna put this shit on AO3 unless y'all really want to have this on AO3. Categories, fandom, fandom, relationships, characters, additional tags. Okay. Language. Title, summary, then notes. I'm fairly certain notes is like the thing that the person says, and then fic. Hey, what? Hey, chat, Hey chat, got ran over by a car. Sorry this took 3 months to come out. Won't happen again. I was a little bit hospitalized, but here's 200 chapters anyways. Yeah. That's how AO3 authors go. Yeah, exactly. They get ran over by a car, and then here's your 50k word fanfic. So good. It's so peak. Okay, summary, notes, then fic. Okay. Okay. So this is gonna be called Aneyoko and the summer beach episode. I'm also gonna change the font. Hope you guys don't mind. I am a Times New Roman enjoyer. Actually, what font do you guys like? What kind of font do you guys enjoy? Because I will change the font to something that I am comfortable with. I can't remember the kind of font AO3 uses. I think it's just like Arial or sans serif. I don't know, I'm a TNR user. Okay. So in that case, let's do let's do. Nah, I don't like that. I'm gonna do make this bitch Comic Sans beautiful. Sure. God, it's so bad. I hate it. I hate it already. I hate it already. Beautiful. This is awful actually. Is there a way for me to make this a little bit tiny? Sans from Undertale. No fucking way! No! Okay. So. I know exactly who I'll have show up in my fic. Alright. I am so excited. I am so incredibly excited. I'm also gonna make this... There you go. Let's do that, do that, do that. No, do this. Anioko and the beach episode. So are you just doing separate tabs or joint writing? I wanted to leave that up to chat. So chat, how do you guys feel about us doing like a collaborative, just joint writing all together? You can go wherever you want on the page. Or do you want to have it sectioned out? Because that's what I was wondering for you guys. I don't know if y'all are interested in having a sectioned out area where you guys can choose whatever you guys, like whatever the heck. Or you could do, what's it called? Or do you guys want to do like, just, where did my train of thought go? It died. Ane turns into a sandwich. This is the summary. When Ane and her Oaklights go to the beach for some recreation, the party gets rudely interrupted by an unwanted guest. That is the summary. I'm also gonna embolden all of the things so that I can actually differentiate everything. Perfect, there we go. Okay. Okay, so now. What if I do you guys care about doing a pageless format? Because I think I would like, I feel like that looks nicer. Pageless, oh, pageless, yeah, this looks much nicer. I like this a lot more, yeah. I like pageless much more. Pageless. It also fills out better on the side. This is nice, I like this. All right, cool. All right. So, the title. I don't know how to start it. I think since there's not so many people, we go joint. All right, yeah, let's go joint. Let's go joint writing together. So, the title Ace Combat 8, you are so silly. So, I don't know how to start this off. I actually have no idea how to start it off. Please? Yes. Please, what? Can I get first line? Oh, of course! I don't know how I skipped that. Yes, of course you get first line. We can build off of the first line. Cause I have writer's block, but I know you don't. I know that you were prepared for this very moment. So, the superior AC armored core. Oh my god. I'm awake. I promise I'm awake. Okay, give me just a sec. That's all good. Bless you, Max Scott. Bless you. Hey, Ane, how'd you make it wide? Format, switch to pageless format. Oh, wait, that's cropped on your end. But you basically go to format and go to pageless. Okay, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate the bread. But yeah. No problem, Lucky. No problem. Here, I'll make it a little bit. I'll make the tab a little bit smaller. I think that works. That's a little bit nicer. That way you're able to see more. so that I can like actually, you can see the buttons I'm clicking. Okay. It's, what the fuck? What is this? Okay. I'll narrate the first bit. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, androids like Ane should be enjoying the beach. It was a perfect summer day. The temperature was exactly 92 degrees Fahrenheit. I hate that. The humidity was 48%, and the wind was blowing 2 miles to the north. And Anioko and the Okolites were prepped and ready for the optimal beach getaway. Let me do... This is too chill. Hold on, wait. Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Horizons, beach music. Beach music. Let me do this instead. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. Yeah. Perfect. That one works. That works perfectly. We also get beach ambience in the background. Oh, I have a beach soundtrack from a game if I can send it in media. Oh, perhaps. I am going to continue. I'm gonna use what I'm familiar with though. And I think that it's very funny to have, what's it called? Where's my brain? I'm gonna use the Animal Crossing soundtrack. Okay.
Oh my god, is that the famous foot model Anioko with her silky smooth and cotton soft S-tier feet?
Okay, make sure to register. Hi Tila, welcome into the stream. We are writing fanfiction together on stream. So I decided to take it upon me to say what I think I would say, me personally, if I was at the beach with all my Okolites. Listen everyone, if you get in the water with me, you will die. So let's be sure to take turns, please. I don't want anyone dying randomly out of nowhere. Please and thank you. Are we writing on a Google Docie? We are writing a Google Docie, and we do actually have a summary template on what we're going to do. On what is what's it called? We have a writing prompt basically. This is something that I should have had for the VTuber SummerSlam, but I decided, I don't want to. But yeah, I don't want to have it on the SummerSlam. I'll still do it, even regardless. Take turns on swimming with Ane. You are crazy, hot chick. But yeah, so a summary, once again. When Ane and her Okolites go to the beach for some recreation, the party gets rudely interrupted by an unwanted guest. I accept this death with pride. Okay. As a strange shadow approached the beach. Wait, hold on. Okay, there was that, and then also, tragically, some Okolites failed to listen, or refused to listen to this. Refused to heed Ane's warning, let me say. And joins her anyways. Because they're stupid as fuck! And joins her anyways. I accept this. Oh my goodness. Some Okolites. Oh, and join her anyways. Oh my god. And join her regardless. I don't like whenever the blue lines show up. It's so stupid. Anyways, let's see what we got so far. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, androids like Ane should be enjoying the beach. I'll spare the public for my unhinged thoughts. Good. It was a perfect summer day. The temperature was exactly 92 degrees Fahrenheit, my lord. The humidity was at 48%, and the wind was blowing 2 miles to the north. Anioko and the Okolites were prepped and ready for the optimal beach getaway. Ane was donning the cutest Android-approved bikini she could get her hands on, with a tote bag slung over her shoulder and a towel tucked beneath her arm. Every Okolite in the army of Okolites, currently numbered at 1,347. Why is it 1,347 and counting? Was equipped with a tiny shovel and pail in order to make the best sandcastle known to man. Perfect. And then I say, listen, if you get in the water with me, you will die. So let's be sure to take turns, please. Tragically, some Okolites refuse to heed Anya's warning because they're stupid as fuck and join her regardless. The Okolites' army's numbers go down by about 23, but they won't be missed because they were kind of useless anyways. What is going on with Lucky? What is Lucky writing here? The water crackled with sparks of a strange energy as a strange shadow slowly approached the beach. Leaping from the water, a great beast leapt from the water, a fish with scales that shined of evil, from head to fin. A deep voice bellowing, "I am Acorn," spoke Acorn the fish. Acorn the fish? Everyone disliked Acorn's aura. Alright, well, how y'all feel about Acorn? Who the fuck is Acorn? Who's Acorn related to? Is Acorn even supposed to be here? I don't know. I am Acorn. Lucky is just letting everything just run free in their mind. Hi, Gio. Welcome into the stream. Hello, hello. So, the joyous part of this entire fan fiction is once there's something on the doc, once there's something on the document, we're gonna have to go with it. We can't go back. We can't delete it because once it is on the doc, we kind of have to figure out. We gotta stick with the plot. One Okolite shouts from the crowd, "Who the fuck is that?" The rest of the Okolites mumble in agreement. Acorn. Acorn explain. Actually, no. Let's see. How do we connect Sans Undertale to this? Because someone said Sans Undertale. It says the characters have Sans from Undertale, so we gotta have Sans from Undertale somewhere. It's only cause of the intro. No. Because there is only because it says Sans from Undertale is a character, Sans does have to figure out. We have to figure out how to get Sans into the fanfiction now. Hola, I'm at work. Hello! Hi, Jonas. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am here to finish my friend Sans. Boomed Acorn. A deep... So, like, this Acorn fella is a big, giant fish that shined of evil. It's a big, evil fish that speaks and says, "I am Acorn." And we all hated it. You and Acorn are love rivals to Sans? What makes you assume? Please look at the tags and write accordingly. What? What is going on? Oh. Alright, guys. We got some tags to work off of. Beach AU, swimming, gotcha. Hurt, no comfort is insane. Angst, minor character death, enemies to lovers, and love triangle. So, we gotta stick to this now. Beautiful. Alright, guys. Let's figure out how to get the minor character death alongside enemies to lovers and a love triangle. I feel like we can figure this out. I'm gonna assume Acorn is the angst because Acorn is so fucking evil from head to fin. Alright. Here we go. I got this. Oh my god. I'm here to visit my friend Sans, boomed Acorn. Sans on... Can you add dad jokes into the tag since there's Sans? True. Wait, we already had the minor character death with the Okolites trying to swim with you. Wait, you're so right! need? Or do we want to add other characters? We could just have it just be this. Sans X Acorn the Fish set X Sandcastle Okolite? Oh, so we have an Okolite that's building a sandcastle. Alright. First of all, Sans couldn't be here today. Because what if one of the Okolites gets the hots for Acorn? Exactly. I'm gonna assume I'm going to make this one sassy Okolite. Parted the crowd to face the enormous, oh my god, the enormous fish in the water. First of all, Sans couldn't be here today because because he also I want Sans to show up later. Not gonna lie. What would be a very Sans thing? What would be a very Sans reason for him to not? Because he just didn't feel like it, I'm gonna assume. Because he didn't feel like it. Second, you sitting at the beach bar drinking ketchup. True! Because he would prefer. He came down with the lazy bones. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Acorn slyly replied. So. I don't know if that is correct at all. Oh lord, okay. But stupid. Stupid. This is great. Keep going all. This is great. Okay. Thank you. Andrew will BRB. Okay, one sassy Okolite parted from the crowd to face the enormous fish. First of all, Sans couldn't be here today because he would he preferred to be at the beach bar drinking ketchup. Second, you crushed Sandcastle Okolite. Oh no! Sandcastle Okolite Sandcastle? Actually, wait, hold on. So, Sandcastle Okolite. What about Architect Okolite? Yeah, I'm gonna change it from Sandcastle to Architect Okolite Sandcastle. He worked very hard on building it before you showed up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, as a result, at some point I should step in here to just sort of, would it be Architect or Sculptor Okolite? It would be Sculptor, because sand sculptures are more like that instead. It's supposed to be sand castle, sand sculpture. Yeah. Okay. What else do we got? Acorn slightly replied. All the while, I am still in the water, so hold on. But also at the same time. One-sided attraction. What the fuck? Who's gonna be one-sided attracted? To who? To who? Sans from Undertale, Anioko. Okolites. Various Okolites. Okolites et al. Okay. So. Let's see. Oh! Okay. Let me read more of this. One sassy Okolite parted the crowd to face the enormous fish. First of all, Sans couldn't be here today because he preferred to be at the beach bar drinking ketchup. Second, you crushed Sculpture Okolite sandcastle. He worked very hard on building it before you showed up. Sculpture Okolite can be seen weeping on the ground as Acorn stands above the ruined sandcastle. Weakly, Sculpture Okolite mutters, "I hate you, Acorn." So did Sam come? Okay, so did Sans come down with the lazy bones? With a case? Oh my god. This is where Ane steps in. A distant drummer can be heard playing. Beautiful. Ane finally steps in. Steps into the chaos. Into the chaotic, I suppose, argument. Okay. What is Ane stepping in? Is it me? I step into the chaotic argument. Did y'all see the line I put about feet? What? 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 Toward the surf, ways of... Oh my fucking god. You added more! Aneoko takes a step towards the surf. Refreshing waves of water washing over her feet, which some Okolites stared at a tad too hard because they're little freaks. She lifts her head and shouts over her shoulder. Listen, everyone, if you get in the water with me, you will die. So let's be sure to take turns, please. Tragically, some Okolites refuse to heed Ane's warning because they're stupid as fuck and join her regardless. Oh my goodness. Okay. Beautiful. Exclaiming. That joke sucked. And you... And I think you should leave before my tail touches the water again. All right. Indicating, implying that I know how to make Sculpture Oko fall for Acorn. Oh no. Implying that this, that the, what is it? The sharp taser-like end of her tail. Oh my god, of her tail is the culprit behind the prior 23 deaths of Okolites.
It's time to drink water.
Hello, Sky! Thank you, I'll drink some water right now. Okay. It's time to drink one bottle of 100% alcohol. What the heck? I'm late in bed because I'm sick. Oh, that's okay, Sky. I hope that you feel better. No worries. Please take care of yourself. Okay. So what do we got so far? We have Ane enjoying the beach. 92-degree weather. Humidity 48%. Wind blowing. Ane and the Okolites are at the beach, and then I tell them to not get into the water with me. You will fucking die. But then they die anyways, because they don't give a shit. And then, Garbo, welcome into the stream! Humidity 48%, yes. What the? Is this Wattpad? Hi! Hi! We're doing a fanfiction writing stream where I write fanfiction with chat. Nose bleeding from hearing that. Oh, shame, shame. It's not humid like Brazil. Tragic. Where it's like a really, really crack fanfiction. It is a crack fic, might I say. Let me read you the first bit so far. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, androids like Ane should be enjoying the beach. It was a perfect summer day. The temperature was exactly 92 degrees Fahrenheit, the humidity was at 48%, and the wind was blowing 2 miles to the north. And Anioko and the Okolites were prepped and ready for the optimal beach getaway. Ani was donning the cutest android-approved bikini she could get her hands on, with a tote bag slung over her shoulder and a towel tucked beneath her arm. Every Okolite in the army of Okolites, currently numbered at 1347 and counting, I don't know why it's 1,347, was equipped with a tiny shovel and pail in order to make the best sandcastle known to man. Ani, myself, takes a step towards the turf. Refreshing waves of water wash over my feet, which some Okolites stare at because they're fucking freaks. 1347. Fair enough, Andro. She lifts her head and shouts over her shoulder, "Listen, everyone, if you get in the water with me, you will die. So let's be sure to take turns, please." Tragically, some Okolites refuse to heed Ani's warning because they're stupid as fuck, and join her regardless. The Okolite army's numbers go down by about 23, but they won't be missed because they were kind of useless anyways. I have to make an animatic? What do you mean, Garbo? Suddenly, the water crackled with the sparks of a strange energy as a great shadow slowly approached the beach. Leaping from the water, a great beast, a ginormous beast. Let's see. So that we don't have repetition, a ginormous beast leapt from the water, a fish with scales that shined of evil for some reason. I'm glad that Andro's great at writing. Oh yeah, no, Andro is the reason why this fic has even started, actually, because Andro started with this. Anyways, a giant beast leapt from the water. A deep bellowing voice spoke. "I am Acorn," spoke Acorn the fish. Everyone disliked Acorn's aura. One Okolite shouts from the crowd, "Who the fuck is that?" And the rest of the Okolites mumble in agreement. "I am here to visit my friend Sans," boomed Acorn. One sassy Okolite parted the crowd to face the enormous fish. First of all, Sans couldn't be here because he preferred... First of all, Sans Undertale. Yeah, Sans Undertale. Let me do that. There you go. Sans Undertale. Couldn't be here today because he preferred to be at the beach bar drinking ketchup. Second, you crushed Sculpture Okolite's sandcastle. He worked very hard on building it before you showed up. Sculpture Okolite can be seen weeping on the ground as Acorn stands above the ruined sandcastle weakly. Sculpture Okolite mutters, "I hate you, Acorn." One of the Okolites should shout, "Boo, you stink," at Acorn. Stands? Stands? I thought this was a fish. Wait. Hold on, wait, what? Wait, as Acorn stands above the ruined sandcastle. Wait, yeah, Acorn's a fish. How is Acorn standing? Does the fish have legs? This is very true. We need continuity, guys. We need continuity. We have to be sure. He has really, really strong fins. I'm gonna assume that they're like the SpongeBob fish. Acorn looms above the ruined sandcastle. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Acorn slyly replied, "So, did Sam's come down with a case of the lazy bones?" A distant drummer can be heard playing, but stupid. Acorn's a massive mud skipper. "I'm drawing this fish with really hairy human legs. Beautiful. Thank you." Finally, Ane steps into the argument, exclaiming, "Okay, so like that joke sucked, and I think you should leave before my tail touches the water by accident again." At that, implying that the sharp taser-like end of her tail is the culprit behind her prior 23 Okolite deaths. "I refuse to leave until I see Sans," Acorn belts. The internet has 99% packet loss, so I hope the fanfic is posted somewhere. Of course! I will definitely post it. Don't worry. A handful of Okolites huddle together into a circle to speak. And they're like, plotting. One of them, a more astute Oko, I like that, speaks up. Do you think if we pretend to be Sans, it'll make him go away? He seems kind of dumb. Maybe he'll go away. Oh my god. And so, the Okolites make a plan to... Sans is just 3 Okolites in a trench coat. Live editing. Yes! Yeah, you can edit the form with us live. You are more than welcome to. Just be sure to fill out the form so that you're able to so that we know who you are, because of course it's a live fan fiction writing stream. Therefore, some people can be stupid and write very stupid stuff, or maybe possibly copy paste something really dumb, and we gotta know who it is. And if you do something stupid like that, then you get banned. Easy peasy. So yeah. Acorn the fish. True. Nah, I'm cool. Just send me a raw audio recording of you reading it when you're done so I can do the animatic. Okay, Garbo. Sure, fine. Sure. I'll try my best to do an audiobook. I got you. Slash me. Dabs you up. Yeah. Dab me up. Okay. This is beautiful so far. Okay. Title. The title. What do we got so far? We have Sans Undertale. And... oh, what's going on? I'm glad I popped in to say hi. I'm glad you popped in as well, Garbo. Please, I appreciate. I greatly appreciate anyone showing up here. It's a very small group of people writing this together right now. The droid and the acorn? Let's see. Ideas being tossed around before a plan is launched into action. 10 of the Okolites band together, grabbing each other's limbs as they take form into a much larger shape. Throwing on some towels that had been brought to the beach, they take on the form of a stout. A stout? Oh, a stout, broad-shouldered skeleton man. I thought you meant stout, as in just like a fucking... as in like an animal. Like a stoat. I'm so stupid. I thought you meant stoat instead of stout. Oh my god. I thought you were talking about like... here, for reference. I thought y'all were talking about this. I can't fucking read. I thought that stout and stoat were the same thing. I thought that... Pick unrelated! No, I'm gonna delete it! Don't worry! I'm gonna delete it! 1 sec. I thought that's what you meant. Anyways. Moving on. Oh my god. You said everything in the dock stays in the dock. Put it back. Okay, fine. Pick unrelated! Fuck! You broke the fic rules. No deleting! You're getting banned from the fic. Fine! I think it is very much funny. It's very funny if this is just out of context. Can't wait to see how you add this to the audio. I'm gonna have to provide this image to you. In the animatic, you're just gonna have to like slam this in the middle of the screen and I will say pick unrelated and then we continue from there. Gotcha? Sounds good. All right. 1 second, actually, be right back. Okay, I'm not back yet, but Skybun, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Skybun. I appreciate it. One moment while Animama comes into my room. They have something for me. Animama has something for me. Animama brought boba, and then also another snack. So give me 1 second. Beautiful. Okay, now I have some food for entertainment. I've been sent by someone to call you adorable and cute. Will we? Will we? Me? Me? Well, I think I already knew this information. I would hope that I already knew this information. Sometimes I forget, but thank you for the reminder. Don't trust her. Don't trust her? She's a murderer? What? Hold on, I'm gonna open up my box. Guys, yes, Anna, you are cute. Hell yeah! So, I have Ah! I was gonna say what my food was! I have acquired garlic parmesan fries. And if that doesn't sound good to you, I don't know what the hell is good to you. So, I am now going to eat garlic parmesan fries. Yes, garlic parmesan fries. Ow. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for smorkin' food. A smorkin' food, guys. Not a fork and spoon, but a smorkin' food. Okay. Y'all want to hear the boba as well? We still love you, Anna, even with your stank garlic bread. This is to keep the vampires away from me. Okay, there you go. Yippee! Good. All right. So I did ask Ane Mama to make sure that the boba was non-dairy, but she never gave me a straight answer on if it was non-dairy or not. So I will just find out if it was non-dairy or not within like the next 2 hours. You don't even have blood. No need to keep the vampires away. What about the energy vampires though? We hate energy vampires, guys. Take the gamble. I'm gonna drink the entire thing. No. I will be drinking the entire thing, regardless. How? Okay. The fries are a little bit soggy, but that's fine. Hello, iKatch. Welcome into the stream. Hello. Hello. I hope you're doing well today. I do apologize for the new people coming in. There's an ad starting in like 3 minutes. And during this 3-minute ad break, I will also do a BRB screen. Because I also want to be able to eat this food without my mouth noises hitting the microphone. I do not like, sadly, as much as some people do like hearing mouth noises, I don't like having my mouth noises shared to chat. Anybody have a bad pun they want to recommend? Oh yeah. Chat, give me someone in chat. What is like the worst pun you've ever fucking heard? Chat missing out. Aikochi. Oh, Aikochi. Okay. Aikochi. Welcome into the stream. Hello. Thank you for the correction. I will be sure to remember that. I'll be sure to remember that the best I can. Considering that the food, the fries are garlic parmesan anyways, I still am not very fully safe, so. Yum. Pop a lactate. You're right. I could pop a lactate. Oh no, the sauce that they have with this is spicy. Oh, but I kind of like it. It's like the spicy mayonnaise. Put my cereal on the top of the fridge, but then I couldn't reach it. Call that short-sighted. All right. Sounds good. We'll put that in. All right. Oh, shit. Paste without formatting. There you go. Beautiful. Just had lunch. Ooh! I almost want some, but my tummy is full. Yeah! No worries. I am in the middle of just trying to... Only fries? Usually when I get boba, the place sells something like karage to make it a meal. There was an option for shrimp tempura, but I'm lazy, and I just want carbs. I just want carbohydrates. Anyways, the ad is going to start in like 30 seconds. It's going to be 3 minutes of ads. So I will see you guys in 3 minutes. To my non-subscribers, I'm going to give myself some time to eat through some of this. And possibly take more sips of my drink. But other than that, I shall be back within 3 minutes. It should not be that long. Please take this time to check your laundry, by the way. Or whatever you have that's around the house that you probably should be checking. I don't know. Anything. But yeah, be right back. Okay. I've returned from the ad break. My garlic fries have been midway consumed. The boba that I have is coffee. The boba I have is coffee boba, by the way, which is gonna be great. Okay. Wow. Fries! I love fries. I love garlic fries. Also, someone, I think I like the idea of Stan showing up later with a basket of garlic fries and asking who the fuck ordered these. Not who the fuck, but who ordered these? Did someone order, garlic fries? and any form of potatoes. Hi, Skyward.
It's time to drink
Thank you. Let's do that by like the very end. Okay, got you. Okay, so what we got so far is some fuck ass fish named Acorn showing up to my and my Okolites beach party. Coffee boba, that'll be great for waking up right now. Absolutely. It should be Sans Undertale. Don't worry, we got it. I am here to visit my friend Sans Undertale. Boomed Acorn. Do not worry. It started off with me just being at the beach with my Okolites. But tragically, some of the Okolites die because I have a little bit of a deadly tail that is kind of a live wire, if I'll be honest. It is the equivalent of one anyways, and if you get into the water with me while it is off, you will die. So some of them died because of that, but don't worry. Anyways, a fish named Acorn showed up afterwards. And then Sans Undertale should speak all lowercase. Oh, absolutely, don't worry. It's in comic. This is in Comic Sans for the reason too. And then this Acorn fella, wanting to find his friend Sans Undertale, got a reply from a sassy Okolite saying Sans couldn't be here because he's preferred to be at the beach drinking ketchup. And then also because this giant ass freaking fish showed up to the beach, it crushed Sculpture Okolite's sandcastle, and Sculpture Okolite got really sad about it. And then Acorn didn't give a shit about that, by the way. Completely dismissing. Oh my god, completely dismissing Sculpture Okolite's cries. Acorn slyly replied, so did Sans come down with a case of lazy bones? And then, you know, but type shit. Because, of course, Acorn loves to make jokes just like Sans. And I finally stepped into the argument, though. I finally step in and I say, like that joke sucked. So, like that joke sucked. I can't speak because I'm eating right now. Anyways, though, that joke sucked, and I think you should leave before my tail touches the water by accident again, implying that the sharp taser-like end of her tail is the culprit behind the prior 23 Okolite deaths. I refuse to leave until I see Sans, Acorn belts, sounding quite definitive in his decision. A handful of the Okolites huddle together into a circle to speak. One of them, a more astute Oko, speaks up. Do you think if we pretend to be Sans, they'll make him go away? He seems kind of dumb. Maybe he'll go away. There's a quick round of murmurs, ideas being tossed around before a plan is launched into action. Like my horrible English getting launched into the atmosphere. 10 of the Okolites band together, grabbing onto each other's limbs as they take a much larger shape. Throwing some towels together, they take the form of a stout, broad-shouldered skeleton man, in which I thought that stout was the equivalent of stoat, so I put a picture of a stoat, and we can't get rid of it because what I said is what goes in the document. If the idea has gone onto the document, it must stay there. We must go with it. Pick unrelated. So, a stout, broad-shouldered skeleton man. You would think that that's supposed to be the picture of the Okolites in a trench coat, but that's just a picture of a stout. The Okolite pretended to be Sans head. Crap, what does Sans sound like again? Say a bad pun! And so the Okolite says, put my cereal on top of the fridge, but then I couldn't reach it. Call that short-sighted. Ha ha ha. Oh wait, no, it's like the Sans noise. Anyways, I slapped my forehead because that was fucking awful. All right. I don't believe I've read this part, so I'm going to read this part. Acorn stares down at the Okolite with great suspicion, looking the Okolite conglomerate up and down, attempting to see if the Sans from Undertale he sees before him is truly the Sans from Undertale he knows and loves. The Okolites begin to sweat, as they feel Okolites can sweat, as they feel Acorn's gaze scrutinizing every piece of their disguise. Suddenly, Acorn places his large hand-like fin on the shoulder Okolite. Greetings, Sans Undertale. I'm glad you have arrived. Greetings, Sans Undertale! Acorn booms. Would you care to go for one more intimate swim, like how he ran once before? The 10 Okolites pretending to be Sans all go tense. There's no possible way they could keep up the disguise to go for a swim. Not to mention they all hated Acorn's vibes. And it didn't want anything to do with... They didn't want anything intimate to do with him at all. We need Nagito Komaeda? You mean this... Hold on, let me... I'm cheating here, I know, but... Eh. You mean this? This guy? Coward. Alright. Well, Sans Maeda, Sans Undertale X Nagito. That would be much more than a love triangle. That would be like a love square. We can turn this around. Are you sure? I'm gonna take a bite of my fries. What y'all mean by turn this around? What the fuck? Ugh. Okay, hold on. I have a plan for Acorn X sculpture. Oh my god. Fucking insane. Alright. Hear me out, Polycule. You're so right, Aikochi. So Sans Undertale made himself. Yeah, the actual Sans has not physically made an appearance. We're just teasing the big reveal. Yep. We're just teasing until the big reveal at the end. Sans has not shown up yet because Sans is drinking ketchup right now. He is drinking ketchup at the beach bar. I love how a lot of the fan fictions that we're writing, they always just end up not being about Ane at all. And it's just about the Okolites. That's something that I actually really like. Because I feel like it's much more fun. Y'all are so silly. Having chat be in the fanfiction instead of me is much better. Because you guys are a hive mind. Full of strange creatures. What the fuck does it say here? I'm putting Anna into the fanfic timeout corner. Yeah, I'm not relevant. I'm like the mom at the beginning of the fanfiction. And then like the main focus is actually just the Okolites. This is gonna be the One Piece level teasing. He'll only have one line. Also, thank you for the follow, Aikochi. I have been relegated to background character. Insane? The head Okolite is nervous as he replies, define intimate. Acorn chuckles. Sans Undertale, so coy of you. Don't you remember what you did with your fingers? Insane! All of the Okolites shout in horror. Oh my god. Alright, well. Diabolical line. You can thank Andro for that. Andro is partially the one that's kind of carrying this entire fanfiction writing thing. Because I know fully well that a lot of my viewers don't know how to write. But I still really enjoy doing this anyways. Because it is still extremely fun for me. Because I can also partake in it. And then also watch whatever the fuck is going on. Wait. Hot chick. I'm kind of enjoying that. That's funny. 1 second. 1 second. Save for one. Save for one. Yeah! 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 Who seems kind of into it. And then we quote the glorious hot chicken curry. I may not get to be the head Okolite, but can I be the Okolite that gets head? Implying. Hold on, you know what? Let me do this. I'll do it myself. Implying this, suggesting, oh my god. This is gonna be like really, really scuffed. We can fix it later. Suggesting there is at least one volunteer who can, what is it? Who can satisfy Acorn's, Acorn's, oh my god. There we go. Perfect. There is one Okolite. Where on the body is he? Which part of the body is the Okolite part of? Because there's the head Okolite that's pretending to be Sans as the head. I was just saying things to try and be in the corner with Ane. Oh, no, hot chick. Hot chick. You guys give me inspiration. Whatever you guys type in chat, I will think about it, and if I like it, I'm gonna add it. And I can't take it off. For example, I can't take off the picture of the stout. Or the stoat, sorry. Y'all remember that fan art we had a magical bloop? Oh my god, not the ecto dick. That's this Okolite. Oh! 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 This isn't, I mean, to be honest, we're not doing this for kids anymore. At first it was a kids charity event reward, but then I thought, you know what? After the charity event, I kind of want to still do this anyways. So, we could have the additional hurt no comfort is so fucking funny to me. We could make it a little bit sus, but not too sus, because I want us to be able to enjoy reading it without cringing. I forgot SummerSlam was for charity. Yeah. I do want us to be able to read this without cringing horribly. Not too far, but suggestive. I'm not putting smut in here. Yes, I know how skilled you are at writing a blowjob scene. But I'm not gonna ask for that. Okay. I want to join in now. Aikochi, it's not too late. Aikochi. So you are more than welcome to. The pin message has the Google form that you're able to fill out. And if you fill out like an email that you want to use to get into the Google Doc, as well as your Twitch username, be sure to have your Twitch username because we do want to make sure who is in here writing the fiction with us. If you do that, you'll be able to be part of it. And I am going to continue eating my fries. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. I am very much enjoying this. I'm very much enjoying this though. But yeah, you can add whatever the hell you want. What goes in the doc, we have to work with it. But make sure that it's nothing like super, like if we all could agree on a consensus that it doesn't work, we are going to delete it, but at the same time, please don't dox my Gmail. No worries. Once again, use an email that you are comfortable with, please. Please do. Please use an email that you're comfortable with using. Yum yum. I'm eating lunch while this is going down. Probably a bad idea. I'm eating my garlic fries while this is going down. I don't care. I cannot care. Okay. What the fuck? All right. Ahem. Let me start off where I was from, where I left off, with a little bit of some boba to clear my throat. All right. Sans Undertale. So coy of you. Acorn chuckles. Don't you remember what you did with your fingers? All the Okolites on the beach shout in horror. But there is one lone Okolite who seems kind of into it. God. I may not get to be the head Okolite, but can I be the Okolite that gets head? Suggesting that there is at least one volunteer who can satisfy Acorn's request. Off to the side, Anioko cringes, burying her face in her hands. Beautiful. Acorn, who still seems convinced of this disguise, moves further up the beach with his strange fins that act as legs. Like a fucking SpongeBob character. All of the Okolites scatter and move farther away, save for the 10 who are pretending to be Sans. Acorn lifts a fin, setting it on Pretend Sand's shoulder with a hearty laugh. My good friend, why don't we go for a swim? And just as he sets his weight down, though, the 10 Okolites came to the realization that they did not account for any extra pressure. Oh no! Oh no! The Tower of Okolites fall apart and crumple down into the sand. Acorn gasps. Oh my goodness. The big reveal. They couldn't keep their disguise up for very long. It wasn't able to, they couldn't keep it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep eating real quick. These garlic fries are so good, guys. Oh my god. I'm so glad that I have garlic fries. Thank goodness for food. I will admit though, they're kind of soggy. Because Ane Mama did pick them up from a place and then drove home. But yeah. We all just fell for Ane. Actually, no. You guys fell for Acorn. Or at least one of them. One of them falls for Acorn at least. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't stop eating! I say as I eat another. Okay. Take a moment. Take a moment. Oh shit, the head Okolite mutters. Okay. Alright, I got this, I got this, I got this. Mix of emotions, first shock, then sadness, and the worst of all, intense rage. What is this trickery? Acorn lifts a strong fin prepared to crush the offending minions. To the android. I see, I see. Run! Another Okolite shouts. Dude, Andro's just... Oh, his brain's moving. You know what? I don't like, not the word run, but the word scatter. Scatter! Everyone went in different directions. It was like that scene from Ratatouille, where the humans came into the kitchen. Everyone ran in different directions. Okay. Sorry, I hope that's messing with the continuity. How fast I caught that reference. Absolutely. I knew you would get the reference because we referenced it like freaking crazy in as children.
Scatter? I barely know her.
Finally, the android who had seemingly done nothing this entire time. Seemingly done nothing. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do for the previous 10? I like how, so that's why I was like, why did Andro just highlight everything for the previous 1066 words? I can't wait for someone to try drawing acorn. Draws a literal acorn. No, but it has to be a big fish. It has to be like a fish. Hold on, wait. Big ocean fish. Let's see. What kind of fish do we got? What kind of fish do I think would be good for this? Perfect. No. Oh god, that's huge! Sorry. What is this trickery? Acorn shouts. It completely related. Thanks, Ane. No problem. There we go. Because we can't just have one picture. We do have to have at least another one show up. So. Hey, I mean, like, if it's supposed to be acorn, a big giant fish, with a big booming voice, I would think that it's just a giant basking shark. Wouldn't you think the same? I would think the same, personally. Anyways, I, who had seemingly done nothing for the previous 1,066 words, had had enough. You back away from my Okolites right now! Acorn sneers. Or what, little droid? Droid. I grin maliciously. I grin maliciously? Okolites assemble! What the fuck? Are we Autobots now? Okay. Wouldn't you like to know? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let me in. Garbo, go to the... Here, hold on. Garbo, my friend. There is the Google form sheet that I think you're able to... I did the form. Oh! Someone did the form! But let Garbo in! Let Garbo in immediately! They must join! They must be part of this! I believe it is Will Dude who has permissions to do that, though, but I think I'll also... Do I also have permissions? I don't know. Let me see. Let me double check. I got a bit ready to go. All right. Sounds good. Back. Welcome back, Aikochi. Okay. Let's do this. Do I have the ability to get responses? No, I cannot. I cannot read the responses on the form, so I can't add you immediately yet. I'm not sure who exactly is able to add you in, Garbo. Let's see. This is the doc. You should see the responses tab. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm silly. Excel otherwise. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. It's all cool. We silly. All right. I'm gonna add you guys in. I got this. Don't worry. One moment while I don the Filipino flag to add you guys in safely to make sure that you guys don't have your to make sure that y'all's emails don't get doxxed. I do still respect it, even if it's an email that you're comfortable with. I'm gonna really quickly cover the screen real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Share. All right. I'm going to add in respect. Yeah. I'm gonna add in this. Beautiful. Editor. I think that works. Who else? Who else? Okay, and then we got this. Okay, please do let me know. Joke's on her, it's a business email. It does look very business email-y. But let me know if you do have access. I believe I should have given you access properly. If anything changes though, do let me know. Or if you have any issues, let me know real quick. Or let me know, and then I'll put the Filipino flag up to resolve the issue once more. Because of course, the Philippines saves all of chat. Okay. Here we go. Alright. I am going to close the chat because I just realized that has some names in it. But, okay. Let's see. Amidst all this chaos, what we got? Filipino! Bebo, bet, ikaw ang aking. Hoy pare, pakinggan mo ko. Something in Tagalog, Filipino. Some yang ganing chicken adobo. Sigaw na sige. I don't know. I grin maliciously. So what happens here? Over 1,000 Okolites run into a joint formation. Limbs cling to limbs, antennas loop together as they rise into the shape of an over 10-story tall monster. All the Okolites take part, save for Sculpture Oko, who is still in mourning of the loss of his precious sandcastle. Amidst all this chaos, A tiny fuzzy okolite walks off to the side and digs a small hole behind a cluster of rocks. All you can see is the edge of a newspaper sticking out from around the rocks, and some grunting is heard. I think that garbage okolite was taking a dookie. Bro was almost all of the okolites take part, save for Sculpture Oko. And also apparently garbage okolite taking a fucking dookie. Because he did not get the memo when I said okolites assemble. He had selective hearing. That one had selective hearing. Don't worry about it. Okay, back to my garlic fries. You hear like the thing opening? It smells so yummy. I'm a do my own thing kind of chatter. That's completely fair. That is completely fair. It makes for really funny, stupid, like not coherent story. Cause this story is not supposed to be coherent one bit. It's a bunch of people writing the same fan fiction for a reason. It's not gonna come together very well.
Oh.
Now I get to draw myself. You just wanted to draw yourself taking a shit? PG, of course. Yes, yes. Why would it not be PG? I'm glad I instantly derailed it with Acorn the fish. Dude, it's fun to just... The joy of shit fanfiction is just, what's it called? Improv. Improv on everything. I fucking love garlic fries. I'm gonna regret this so bad later, probably. But you know what? Who gaff? Who gaff, girl? Who gaff? Not me. Oh god. There we go. Oh, yeah. Once the idea is there... Oh my god, excuse me. Once the idea is there, then yeah, you can't remove it. But you can revise it. You can revise. Don't worry. Do not worry one bit, my friend. What? Into first person mid-paragraph? What? Amidst all of this, a tiny fuzzy okolite walks off and digs a hole behind. Ah, it would appear that garbage okolite was taking a dookie. Used an I. I said, I think that garbage okolite. Wait, what? Where? Wait, what? Where? Am I crazy? Acorn in his chin. Do fish have chins? It said it would appear that, instead of I think that garbage okolite was taking a doobie. Garbo rewrote it already? Really? I just changed it. Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you asked to switch into first person mid-paragraph. To just completely dislodge the third person perspective. Okay. I get it now. I thought you were asking to go into first person. No, it's okay. It would be a little bit difficult. I can derail this further. Maybe like... Hold on, I want to see what exactly Andrew's doing with the fight so far. Let's see. I have a plan. Alright, I kochi. Whatever you say, Umfi. Anioko's voice can be heard, giving a clear instruction, Oko punch! Like I'm a freaking Pokemon trainer. The massive joint okolite reels one arm back before swinging forward and decking Acorn in his chin, if fish even have chins. Acorn groans in pain as he stumbles back. the weight of the punch causing everything on the beach to shudder and fly into the air. We might have a showdown. We have a kaiju battle going on. One such victim of the sudden uproar was Sculpture, who was in the middle of his morning and had been completely unaware of the fighting. He gasps in shock as he goes soaring into the air, calling out for help as he goes soaring back down. But with all the other Okos preoccupied, and Ane giving instruction, there was no one to help. Sculpture Okolite shuts his eyes, bracing for impact as the sand gets closer once more until he lands on something soft. Sculpture Oko slowly opens his eyes, shocked that he hadn't crashed into the sand. Instead, he found himself cradled in one of the strong fins of Acorn, who had miraculously caught the tiny Okolite out of midair while stabilizing himself from the assault. Sculpture Okolite looks up at the massive fish with wide eyes. Oh my, he whispers, suddenly finding himself completely enamored. I can't! Ah! Good fucking lord! Oh my god. How many words is this? Oh my god. Okay. Lazy Bones. I'm trying to figure out if there have been any more edits made, but I think we got... Yeah, I think everything is okay here. Everyone forgot enemies to lovers, but not me and certainly not Andro. Oh, absolutely. Yes. It is in the tags after all, but we have to build up to that, you know? We gotta build up to the enemies to lovers and the one-sided attraction, you know? One-sided attraction, though. One-sided attraction. Okay, my plan has been enacted. Oh my god. What? Garbage Okolite yells from the private dookie spot. Roll to seduce the fish. A magical D20 comes out of nowhere. Gotcha. 1 second. In front of Sculpture. Alright, perfect.
Banshee underscores NO barged in with 15 viewers.
Oh my god.
Everyone, behave.
Oh my goodness. Porky Princess has gifted you her subjects. Welcome in, Raiders! My name is Anioko. Nice to meet you all. I'm your local Android VTuber. I'm your local Android VTuber! And Useless Toaster at your service, my friends. Today we are writing really, really shitty fan fiction with some pictures included. It is an Anioko and the Beach episode. We're all collaboratively working together to create a fan fiction between these characters that they decided to add. But yeah, hi Banshee Raiders. If you guys have to go take care of yourself, please do. After stream care is very important. Go resties, go eat, go sleep, do whatever you gotta do. I know that's pretty late where Banshee is. So, take care of yourself. It's not shitty, it's peak. Canada calls. That is okay, Banshee. Canada calls. Therefore, take some rest. Indeed. So, the rest of Banshee's chat though, welcome in. If you are interested in me reading the story so far, feel free. Or, if you guys just want to be thrown in with no context, we're gonna go straight down to here. Don't worry about the pictures in between. But it has been very fun so far. I've had a lot of fun just like adding in little small bits and pieces while some other people just like have an entire idea thought out completely. Going wild. All right. So, y'all don't get to know anything about what you guys don't get to know about this. You guys don't get to understand this. You guys don't get to, oh, well, you guys understood this, but, Nani kore? Hold on, wait, we gotta change Language, English. Japanese. Hatsune Miku! Is that you? Hatsune Miku gets added into the fanfic. Good fucking lord. Meanwhile, pick only somewhat related. Meanwhile, back with Ane, the impact from the Oko punch had caused quite a disturbance with the surrounding crowd. One of the people in the crowd let out a scream from the shedder. Nani kore? That voice, it was so familiar. It was Hatsune Miku! Nani ga atta? Oh my god. I am losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my goddamn mind, guys. I'm gonna eat some more garlic fries. Y'all keep having fun with wherever the fuck this is going. I don't... Have we lost the plot? Or has the plot been more found more than ever? I'm here because of Hatsune Miku. It's beautiful, is it not? Oh my god. I absolutely love garlic fries. Hatsune Miku does not agree with violence. It's fucking funny. Oh my god. I cannot be reading while eating this because I might choke on my fucking food. Nyam. Hello, Atlas. Hatsune Miku does not agree with violence. I get how to feel, Ane. Yeah, no. I don't wanna be laughing while eating. Or else I do have a chance of calling EMS. Wait, so does Hatsune Miku fucking throw hands with me? Very good. Beautiful. Beautifully formatted. Thank you, Andro. Okay. Well, so far, this is a good way to end the fight. Oh? Alright. Andro has a really good idea on how to end the fight. I will let Andro cook with that, and I'm going to eat the rest of my garlic fries. Dude. Garlic fries. No. Hatsune Miku. Huh? Hidoi... Hidoi yo ne. Hidoi yo ne.
It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water.
Yum. I'm sitting back and watching this all go down. Beautiful. Beautiful, is it not? Hold on, let me make the text color. There you go. Oops. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. This fight is so fucking stupid. Okay. Okay. Miku ends the fight. Oak lights back off. Sculpture rolled a 15 and asks Acorn out on a date. Everyone walks away happy, and Sand shows up with garlic parm fries. The end. You know what? I think it works. I think it works, but I think that Aikochi also has another thing in mind where I perhaps fall in love with Miku, but it is one-sided. I think this is where we get our one-sided attraction from. Miku absolutely disgusted with me, but I absolutely am in love with Miku. Okay, I'm done with my fucking Parmesan fries. Ah, okay. Do it. Oh yeah, totally. Okay. I'm going to wash this down with my boba. Oh hey, it's what? It's Hatsune Miku. Is that a fucking platypus? That's Perry the platypus. We got fucking Perry the platypus and Dr. Doofenshmirtz in here now. Oh my god. Behold, Perry the platypus, as I turn everyone at this beast into Latinas! With this! Latinator. Latinator. He exclaims as he pulls the sheet off of the device. Beautiful. This shit is so ass. I love it. Okay, what's going on here with the fucking Hatsune Miku bit? What was that? She looked over and saw Anioko oh yeah, never mind. There was immediate tension between them. Why? This is a public beach, no less. Hidoyo ne? Good lord. Try not to choke on fries. Challenge impossible. Hatsune Miku involved. Oh my god. Ani was too stunned to speak, merely staring at the idol. Not only owned the world, but had managed to capture Ane's heart as well. I don't know what to say. I think an apology is in order. Is in order, you baka. Miku demanded with a huff, looking extremely disappointed in Anioko. But this made Ani's heart beat faster. Why did Hatsune Miku's disappointment in her make her feel so bad? Bad? Or good? Oh wait, bad, but also being called did it make her feel kinda happy? Question? Okay. We're losing the plot! Good lord! Suddenly out of nowhere! Cause it's like, at first we got the D20 with the sculpture Okolite. The plot was lost long ago. It got lost all the way from here. Okay. I promise this is related to Miku. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Miku. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a pharmacist walks out onto the beach with a strange-looking device as the pharmacist appears to be speaking to some sort of teal-colored duck thing. I can't fucking speak. Behold! Latinator! Latinator. Okay. Perfect. Perry the Platypus looks at the camera and raises his eyebrows as if he was from an office-based sitcom. Then he holds a mirror as the Inator goes off, only directing the beam at Hatsune Miku. Brazilian Miku! Oh my god. We get Brazilian Miku! There you go, she gets it. Alright, the massive fish, acorn, and Okolite joint army in unison say, the fuck is happening? Tanning her skin. Actually, no. Hatsune Miku. Turning her Brazilian? Beautiful. Brazilian Miku. Okay. Can you go back and do a dramatic reading of Sculpture Falling for Acorn? Okay, got you. Ahem, ahem. So, we'll start from here. What is this trickery? Acorn shouts, voice booming across the beach. Pick completely related, by the way. Oh shit, the head Okolite mutters. Acorn lifts a strong fin, prepared to crush the offending minions to the androids. Scatter! Another Okolite shouts as the rest of them sprint through the sand in an attempt to reach safety. Finally, the android who had seemingly done nothing for the previous 1066 words had had enough. You back away from my Okolites right now, she shouts. Acorn sneers. Or what, little droid? Annie grins maliciously, raising one hand into the air to summon her army. Okolites assemble! In a flash of movement, the over 1,000 Okolites run into a joint formation. Limbs cling to limbs. Antennas loop together as they rise into the shape of an over 10-story tall monster. Kaiju. Almost all the Okolites take part, save for one Sculpture Okol, who is still mourning the loss of his precious sandcastle. Amidst all this chaos, a tiny fuzzy Okolite walks off to the side and digs a small hole behind a cluster of rocks. All you can see is the edge of a newspaper sticking out from around the rocks, and some grunting is heard. It would appear that garbage Okolite was taking a dookie. Anioko's voice can be heard once more, giving a clear instruction. Oko punch! The massive joint Okolite reels one arm back before swinging forward and decking Acorn in his chin. Do fish even have chins? I don't know. Acorn groans in pain as he stumbles back, the weight of the punch causing everything on the beach to shudder and fly into the air. One such victim of the sudden uproar was Sculpture, who in the midst of his mourning had been completely unaware of the fighting. He gasps in shock, me too, as he goes soaring into the air, calling out for help as he goes soaring back down. That's what he sounds like. But with all the other Okos preoccupied, and Ani giving instruction, there was no one to help. Sculpture Okolite shuts his eyes, bracing for impact as the sand gets closer once more until he lands on something soft. Sculpture Oko slowly opens his eyes, shocked that he hadn't crashed into the sand. Instead, he found himself cradled in one of the strong fins of Acorn, who had miraculously thought the tiny Okolite out of mid-air while stabilizing himself. Who had miraculously caught. I can't read. The tiny Okolite out of mid-air while stabilizing himself from the assault. Jesus Christ. Sculpture Okolite looks up at the massive fish with wide eyes. Oh my, he whispers, suddenly finding himself completely enamored. He hadn't realized how oddly handsome Acorn was before seeing him from this angle. I mean, I would. The previous destruction of his precious sandcastle was long forgotten. I thank you. Garbage Okolite yells from their private dookie spot. The Sculpture Okolite roll to seduce the fish. And a fairly large D20 materializes out of nowhere in front of the Sculpture Okolite. You would? Speaking for the Sculpture Okolite. Sorry, no. I'm not a fan of whatever. I don't know what that mouth do, but better not do me. Sorry. I am joking. So Sculpture Oko takes the D20, unsure of where it came from or what it could mean, but he tosses it, watching as it lands below. Pick only someone related, it's a 15. Meanwhile, back with Anioko, the impact... From here, we just get a completely different fucking side story. The Oko punch caused a disturbance with the surrounding crowd, and one of the people in his crowd let out a scream from the shutter. Oh my god. Oh yeah. That voice, it was so familiar. It was Hatsune Miku, nani kore? What was that? She looked over and saw Anioko's hands still clenched in a fist and immediately locked in. Hatsune Miku does not agree with violence. There's a Sans Undertale plot? Maybe. Anyways, there's immediate tension. Why? This is a public beach, no less. Hiroyo ne? Ane was too stunned to speak, merely looking at the idol who not only owned the world, but had managed to capture her heart as well. I had long been captured by Hatsune Miku, actually, in terms of heart. I love Miku. I think an apology is in order, you baka. I love how Miku can speak both like random Japanese and then just English. This only made Ane's heart beat faster. Why did Hatsune Miku's disappointment in her made her feel so bad, but also... why did her being called an idiot make her feel kind of happy? Miku can speak everything. True! She does speak every single language, technically. Ane begs, I'm so sorry, Miku. Please, I'll make it up to you. No, you need to make it up to the person you punched, she said, turning away, Aura farming. It was very cool! She said, turning away or farming. It was very cool. This is giving such like my immortal type. Oh my god. Suddenly out of nowhere, a pharmacist walks out. Google Portuguese. All right, got you. Please, make sure it's Brazilian Portuguese. Make sure it's Brazilian. Brazilian Portuguese is different from regular Portuguese. A pharmacist walks out onto the beach with a strange-looking device. The pharmacist appears to be speaking to some sort of teal-colored duck thing. And apparently, Dr. Doofenshmirtz wants to turn everyone at the beach into Latinas with this! The Latinatorinator! Perry the Platypus looks at the camera and raises his eyebrows as if he was from an office-based sitcom. And he holds a mirror as the inator goes off, only directing the beam at Hatsune Miku, turning her Brazilian? Hatsune Miku had attained a form that goes even further beyond. Pick definitely related. I like how it's like we're figuring out if the pick is very related or not related at all. My work career is done, Miku, for real. The massive fish, acorn, and joint Okolite army in unison say, "What the fuck is happening?" "Ke?" Brazilian Miku exclaimed in surprise. Oh my god. More yearningly for Miku. We need Sky in here! I don't know how to read this! Despite the sudden change in ethnicity and heritage, Miko had not yet forgotten the task at hand. Lembra-se, voce ainda precisa pedir desculpas ao peixe. I don't know how to say it. Can one of you guys translate that? I don't know Portuguese. Alright, we got a new language, guys. Gotta go back to the top. We got English, Japanese, Brazilian, Portuguese. Something about asking forgiveness. Gotcha. It's just real life now. Oh no, what happens in the chat as well is inspiration for what happens in the fic. Someone in chat earlier said, for example, let's see. Someone in chat said, where is it? I may not get to be head Okolite, but can I at least be the Okolite that gets head? And I thought that's a great line to put into the fanfiction. So I ended up deciding, let's put this into the fanfiction. And so that happened a couple times. Similar enough to Spanish that I can almost understand. I see. Agaba. Oh my lord. Ads, by the way. There's an ad break starting in 3 minutes. To my non-subscribers, I do apologize in advance. We are going to take a 3-minute break as well. I'm going to take a 3-minute break, actually, alongside you guys. I will be doing the BRB screen. During that 3-minute ad break, make sure that you guys are, like, you know, checking on important things, like, you know, laundry, whatever the heck. Food, maybe something, oven got left turned on, I don't know. Door was locked open. Locked open? What the fuck? Door was left open, maybe, or windows closed. I don't know. Close your blinds if it's too dark outside and you don't like people looking into your house. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. All the routine things that you gotta do whenever you get up. Tis peak content, thank you. Anyways. I can't read this, so one of the Okos in the massive kaiju body shouts back. She said to remember to apologize to the fish. Anya puts a thumbs up. Oh, right, thanks. Regrettably, she has to turn away from the idol, returning her attention to the large fish that was staring angrily at her Okolite army. She raises her voice so he can hear. Acorn! I'm sorry about, like, you know, the whole, like, punch thing. Violence is not cool. We must make friends, not enemies. I like how we're apologizing about the punch thing instead of the very, very blatant dressing up as Sans Undertale to fool him at the beginning of the fanfiction. What is this trickery? I fucking can't with this stupid ass picture. I'm gonna take a picture of this and then just put it into the fucking... I'm just gonna put it into my friend's server without any context. No context at all. There you go. I put it into like a friend's server. Can you DM the pic of the shark? Oh, okay, got you. Oh, shit! Nope. Copy. There we go. I got you, homie. Say less. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where is your bot? Why am I not able to copy it? Why am I not able to... Hold on. Basking shark. If I just get the picture of the basking shark again, then I'll be able to... Which one was it specifically? Which picture of the basking shark was it? Oh my god. Was it this one? No. There's something endearing about this specific one that I picked out. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. Copy. Paste. Beautiful. Found it. Okay. All right, we got it. Anyways, I am gonna be right back. I'm gonna do my BRB screen so that chat does not get left behind in the fanfic writing, and I'll return shortly. Whew, okay, that was a good break. I was able to chug some of my boba. I believe I actually have no more boba left in the drink. Ani, look in the Discord. What is this? What? Huh? What? Did you make a just like a what is this trickery bottom text? Is this Ani lost? Technically? Oh my god, that's beautiful. Also, I just noticed the throws are not working. Let me restart that. Let me restart Twitch integrated throwing system. Twitch integrated throwing system. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, okay. Works, works. Okay, okay. And then, and only then, can I have the sound effects also work? Throw bread? Perfect. There we go. It works again. Oh, God. Okay, beautiful. Now then. I'm gonna continue reading wherever the hell y'all left off on. I think the last thing I read was, like, over here. Regrettably, she has to turn away from the idol, returning her attention to a large fish that was still staring angrily at her Okolite army. She raises her voice so she can hear. Acorn, I'm sorry about the, punch thing. Acorn shouts back, sending waves across the water. Your punch hurt me far less than the hurt you created in my heart when your army tricked me into thinking it was Sans Undertale once more. Tears swell in his eyes. Brazilian Miku looked at Ane. The disbelief was obvious on her face, and she looked disappointed. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo você pode? Her voice sounded like she was about to tear up. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Como você? Voce? Como voce pode? Or something like that. I don't know. About hearing about the injustices the poor fish had been through on this beach day. I'm very sorry about that too. It won't happen again, Acorn. Aneoko tried to apologize for a second time, this time for the whole fake Sans thing. It sounded very genuine and from the heart. I like how it's like... it is explained, but not me actually saying it. With the apology announced, the large fish and the massive Okolites look at each other one more time. Then with a casual shrug, chose to back away from one another. There you go. Apology accepted, I suppose, Acorn mutters, gentle as he sets down the one lone, completely smitten Okolite that has been held in his fin. Not deleting. I gotta get my DoorDash BRB. Okay, got you. No worries, no worries. Get your DoorDash, my friend. And hope that whatever you have cut out just now will still fit. Oh, God. Hiccups. Brazilian Miku nodded, crossing her arms as she finally looked satisfied with this outcome. This shit is killing me. No, actually, hold on, wait. Ah! You know what's also killing me? Ah! Okay, thank you. I do appreciate that someone added in the, Yeah, so we got Sans from Undertale, all in lowercase. Aneoko, Okolites et al. Ah! Acorn the fish. That was a lot of water redeems. Hatsune Miku, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and Perry the Platypus. Additional tags. Beach AU, swimming, hurt and no comfort. Angst, minor character death, enemies to lovers, love triangle, one-sided attraction. Languages, English, Japanese, and Brazilian Portuguese. Title. The title. The beach episode ever. I'm just gonna call it the beach episode ever. I got a BRB bathroom break. No worries, the beach of the lost plot. I like the idea of the grammar being so fucking bad because it's such a shitpost. The beach episode ever. All right, here we go. I can't with the stove. Roll a d20 die. 15. Only Solent related. It's so silly. This is so fucking silly. Okay. Brazilian Miku nodded, crossing her arms as she finally looked satisfied with this outcome. Muito bem. Você deveria ter se arrependido. Arrependido. I don't know if that's correct or not. Someone tell me we're done with Mizuki and Miko got a way to wrap up her appearance. Okay, got you. She smiled gently at Ane, which made Ane blush tomato red so hard Brazilian Miku worried that Ane was about to pass out and die. Voce está bem? Miku asked worriedly. No. I know that Sky is going to rewatch this VOD and is going to judge all of my Brazilian Portuguese. That's all I got for now. Okay. No, Ane replied. But yeah. You know what? No, Ane replied. All right. I don't know how. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff came out of nowhere. We got a lot of different random characters. What other characters are in here? Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's just Ane, the Okolites. I like how the very first character is Sans from Undertale, and it's not even like he shows up, but like the main beach episode where everyone is here. Yeah, it's the beach episode ever. All right, y'all are completely able to wrap up Brazilian Miku's appearance. Please do wrap up Brazilian Miku's appearance, because I believe we are probably gonna have to end the fic at some point. A black and red, not Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, well, I mean, well, hold on. Maybe it's not Shadow the Hedgehog. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Shadow the Hedgehog. You never know. But I'm gonna assume it's Shadow the Hedgehog picking up Hatsune Miku. Because Shadow just loves Latinas. I just love Latinas, Sonic. Oh my god, so stupid. Ane, Shadow the Hedgehog stealing your bitch. I don't think I could be any cooler than Shadow the Hedgehog, though. When Latinas mention, you have to have Shadow the Hedgehog, yeah. Miku, there you are. He says in his iconic, raspy, whispery voice. So stupid. Oh my lord. But yeah, I think, well, let's end this with Yuri, but Shadow the Hedgehog is okay too. Trust Aikochi. Sadly, it is hurt, no comfort. It is a hurt, no comfort fic. It is a hurt, no comfort fic. I'll end it with Yaoi at least. Gotcha. Beautiful. We aren't ending... Yeah, we aren't at the ending yet. Even though we're like... quite a ways in. I thought we were ending it with... We are ending it with Sans, don't worry. Okay, but... If someone was gonna cuck me, I'd want it to be Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna leave it to Garbo to write the rest of it. Why don't you hop on the back of my bike, where we'll drive into the sunset together. Or whatever the heck Garbo has planned for what they'll do together. I'm gonna drink the rest of this. He adds, looking suspiciously at Acorn. Get it? Because Nut House, Acorn. Get it? Characters, specifically Acorn the fish. Actually, wait, hold on. Now I have a way to... Shadow says, it's looking kind of fruity. It is looking kind of fruity, not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to look up I'm trying to get the picture. I'm trying to get a good picture of what I'm thinking of right now, and it's really, really stupid. Okay, perfect. There we go. Alright. I got it. Beautiful. Pick the most related. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Acorn is an honorific name that he got from his granddad. Acorn's an honorific name from his granddad? The fuck? Shadow, o que você está fazendo aqui? I think that's how you pronounce it. Brazilian Miku exclaimed, but she didn't seem hesitant to join him on his bike. Perhaps she too found this cast of characters a bit much. Adios a todos! Goodbye, everyone! Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. I like how most of the Japanese is like here. It's just these two lines. The cast is writing themselves out at this point. No, really, though. They're tired. They don't want to be in this fanfiction anymore. Oh my goodness. Okay, also, don't worry. I'm actually gonna try to translate this. Hold on. It's not gonna be why. It's gonna be どうして This is a public beach, no less. ひどいよね. Beautiful. What it... So... You baka. Oh my god. Hatsune Miku demanded with a huff look, looking extremely disappointed. No. Yeah. I'm just gonna add it with a bunch of tiny little... Can you add a talented language and just all it is Sans saying, forget about it? You make it up with a person you punch, she said. A crumble of unity, you can't stop me, implied. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Beautiful. Now we got a little bit more Japanese. So can we get form now to get with guest animators and storyboarders on with this? I think we're beyond animatic. This has to be a movie, I'm pretty sure. Plot twist. This is actually my second lore video, everyone. You actually just assisted me in writing my second lore video. No, you haven't, don't worry, but you know. Oh my god. We need this to be canon. In y'all's world, sure. But not in mine. I actually do have some serious lore that I like having for my character. But I absolutely love this. This is fan fiction for a reason, my friends. It's fan fiction. It is not canon because it is fan fiction. And also, considering the number of characters in here, we can't make it canon because I think that multiple companies would come for my ass. So, yeah. Multiple copyright laws would probably kill me. So, yeah. Anyways, though, I think that this is enough. Nani ga atta? I think I'm gonna do that, yeah. Nani ga atta? There you go. You. Oh my. Oh my. How dare you? What? I will cry? What do you mean? Oh, it was all a dream ending? Oh my god, no. We time skip from Mary being unconscious to having over 1,000 Okolites. What the hell happened in between the lore videos? No, right? That'd be so fucking silly. If we get it was all a dream ending, I'll cry. I hate those kinds of endings. I thought it was so interesting when I was a kid, but then it was like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Okay. Okay. I think an apology is in order, you baka. Yeah, you need to make it up to the person you punched. Oh my god. So stupid. Anyways, what we got here? What we got here going down in the bottom? As the pair ride off into the sunset together, wasn't it just noon? Wasn't it just noon? Ane collapses into the sand, pitifully reaching one arm out in the direction in which the motorcycle fled. Miku, she whispered, I'll never forget you. Gonna have to get Shrek in on the next one. Yeah, don't worry. I'll have more of these. The Okolite army disassembles from the massive monster form they'd taken on, crowding around their android and offering their sympathies. Of course, they all knew Ane would have never had a chance. Hatsune Miku was way out of her league. This is very true. But still, they would support her anyways. Can we get Kasane Teto in the next one too? Sure. If I can remember to get another one. Alright. Further down the beach, Sculpture Okolite decides to shoot his shot. Mr. Acorn, he calls out, looking up at the large fish that towered above him. Acorn glances down, laughing lightly. The entire ordeal with the foul sands still had him rattled, but he would move on and heal. Just Acorn is fine, he replies. Sculpture Oko grins nervously. Gotcha! So, Acorn, I was just wondering, if maybe you wanted to get out of here? Same with this shit. Get the heck out of this nut house. Oh my god. We do, in fact, have unresolved plot threads. Oh my god. Okay. I know this really nice boba tea place. Acorn considers his options. It seemed that there would be no point in waiting around lamenting his once beloved sands from Undertale. Sure, the fish replies with a nod. Boba sounds good. How about sushi after? But isn't he like a... Yeah. Was that cannibalism? Oh well, he didn't care. Acorn was still hot. That's beautiful. It doesn't matter right now. We can resolve it in a later fic because we have lost the plot and we need to bring it back around and stat. Oh my god, okay. Whew, I can breathe. I'm fine. This stream lasted a lot longer than I expected. I did not think that this stream would be so fucking silly. I think Sculpture Okolite is in for a fun night. Yeah, a fish offering to eat sushi later is crazy. The Nutty Beach episode ever. Yep. I think this works as a good title, right? Because I'm not really sure what else would be appropriate. I'm not sure. You gave Okolites too much freedom and power. Which is what I wanted, to be honest. I really did want this to happen. I wanted the plot to go completely out of fucking hand. So, yeah, because at first it seems pretty nice and pretty like well retained. And then we get further down. And then we get further down. What is going on? Why is there a D20? What's up with Brazilian Miku? What is up with the Danganronpa fucking cast? Huh? So yeah. As the sand settles and Anya is still reeling from confusion, a short, heavy-boned skeleton walks into the scene. He can be seen carrying a basket of garlic parmesan fries. Me thinking back on the two Okolites kissing in the previous fanfic. Yeah. It's Did I miss anything? And once again, a distant but can be heard. Also, students audio. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, bum. That's all, folks. Ah, I can't. What is up with you? You guys are on fucking crack. Oh my god. You know that it gets bad when I can't even laugh anymore. I just start screaming. I am just screaming at the absurdity. We're just the Rick and Morty writers. Yep, we're just the Rick and Morty writers. That was also my yaoi. Oh yeah, Andro is a very, very good at yaoi. If you would like more context, Andro loves all the crack fix. Absolutely, this yaoi was incredible. Yep. Stupid fucking ending. I can't. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that works. I think we got everything right. I think. I'm not sure. Do we want to read the entire thing now, everyone? Might have been better to do a dream ending after that. God damn. Yes, read it. Okay. Okay. Let me get the. All right. Ahem, ahem. Let me do a serious reading. I'll voice that one for you in the dub so you don't have to have a seizure stuttering like that. I do actually don't mind. Local recording, please. Okay, got you. Let me do it without any noise as well. Let me do it just completely quiet. Don't worry, so that you can add whatever sound effects you want into my bit. I'm gonna make it a highlight as well. Don't worry. I'll make this a highlight so I can read it out loud. All right, everyone, sit down. I'm gonna tell you a story. It is called the beach episode ever. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, androids like Ane should be enjoying the beach. It was a perfect summer day. The temperature was exactly 92 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity was at 48%. The wind was blowing 2 miles to the north. And Anioko and the Okolites were prepped and ready for the optimal beach getaway. Ani was donning the cutest android-approved bikini she could get her hands on with a tote bag slung over her shoulder and a towel tucked beneath her arm. Every Okolite in the army of Okolites, currently numbered at 1,347 and counting, was equipped with a tiny shovel and pail in order to make the best sandcastle known to man. Anioko takes a step towards the surf. Let me redo that one. Anioko takes a step toward the surf, refreshing waves of water washing over her feet, which some Okolites have tad too hard because they're little freaks. I know what you are. She lifts her head She lifts her head and shouts over her shoulder. Listen, everyone. If you get in the water with me, you will die. So let's be sure to take turns, please. Tragically, some Okolites refuse to heed Ani's warning because they're stupid as fuck and join her regardless. The Okolite army's numbers go down by about 23, but they won't be missed because they were kind of useless anyways. The water crackled with the sparks of a strange energy as a great shadow slowly approached the beach. A great shadow slowly approached the beach. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Leaping from the water, a ginormous beast leapt from the water. Yeah, because that's continuity. A fish with scales that shined of evil from head to fin. I don't know how evil can shine, but it shines. A deep, bellowing voice spoke, "I am Acorn," spoke Acorn the fish. Everyone disliked Acorn's aura. One Okolite shouts from the crowd, "Who the fuck is that?" The rest of the Okolites mumble in agreement. "I am here to visit my friend, Sans Undertale," boomed Acorn. One sassy Okolite parted the crowd to face the enormous fish. First of all, Sans couldn't be here today because he preferred to be at the beach bar drinking ketchup. Second, you crushed Sculpture Okolite's sandcastle. He worked very hard on building it before you showed up. Sculpture Okolite can be seen weeping on the ground as Acorn looms above the ruined sandcastle. Weakly, Sculpture Okolite mutters, "I hate you, Acorn." Acorn slyly replied, So did Sans come down with a case of the lazy bones? A distant drummer can be heard playing, but it's stupid. Anne finally steps into the chaotic argument, exclaiming, "Okay, so like that joke sucked, and I think you should leave before my tail touches the water by accident again," implying that the sharp taser-like end of her tail is the culprit behind the prior 23 Okolite deaths. "I refuse to leave until I see Sans," Acorn belts, sounding quite definitive in his decision. A handful of the Okolites huddle together in a circle to speak. One of them, a more astute Oko, speaks up. "Do you think if we pretend to be Sans, it'll make him go away? He seems kind of dumb. Maybe he'll go away." There's a quick round of murmurs, ideas being tossed around before a plan is launched into action. 10 of the Okolites band together, grabbing onto each other's limbs as they take form into a much larger shape. Throwing on some towels that had been brought to the beach, they take on the form of a stout, broad-shouldered skeleton man. Pick unrelated. Do not worry about this. The Okolite pretending to be Sans head stammers. Crap, what does Sans sound like again? Another Okolite whispers, "I don't know, man, say a bad pun." The head Okolite raises his voice, attempting to imitate the deeper pitch of the infamous skeleton. "Put my cereal on the top of the fridge, but then I couldn't reach it. Call that short-sighted." Another Okolite attempts to imitate the telltale, doing a stupid fucking sound, but I slap my forehead because I'm disappointed in you guys. Acorn stares down at the Okolite with great suspicion, looking at the Okolite conglomerate up and down, attempting to see if the Sans Undertale he sees before him is truly the Sans Undertale he knows and loves. The Okolites begin to sweat as they feel Acorn's gaze scrutinizing every piece of their disguise. Suddenly, Acorn places his large hand-like fin on the shoulder Okolite. "Greetings, Sans Undertale. I am glad you have arrived," Acorn booms. "Would you care to go for one more intimate swim, like how we had once before?" The 10 Okolites pretending to be Sans all go tense. Uh-oh. There was no possible way they could keep up the disguise to go for a swim. Not to mention they all hated Acorn's vibes and didn't want anything to do intimate. They didn't want to do anything intimate with the fucker at all. The head Okolite is nervous as he replies, define intimate." Acorn chuckles. "Sans Undertale, so coy of you. Don't you remember what you did with your fingers?" All of the Okolites on the beach fucking shout in horror. But there's one Okolite who's kind of into it for some reason. "I may not get to be the head Okolite, but can I be the Okolite that gets head?" Suggesting that there is at least one volunteer who can satisfy Acorn's request. Freak. Off to the side, I cringe, but I'd be cringing right now. I'm cringing inside everything, yeah. Every single fiber of my being is cringing. Acorn, who still seems convinced of this disguise for whatever goddamn reason, because it's a horrible disguise, moves further up the beach with his strange fins that act as legs. All of the Okolites run and move further away, save for the 10 who are pretending to be Sans. Acorn presses his fin into pretend Sans' shoulder harder with a hearty laugh. "My good friend, why don't we go for a swim But just as he
What's the most you ever lost? On the fanfic? Call it.
What's the most you ever lost on a fanfic? Call it. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? What? Also, hi username, I'm rereading what we wrote because we are done with this fanfiction. Oh my god. At least I can get a reaction of Anna. I'll take that as a W. Don't worry, I think it's funny. Anyways, just as Acorn sets his weight down, the 10 Okolites come to the realization that they did not account for any extra pressure. In a dramatic scene, the tower of Okolites fall apart and crumple down into the sand. Acorn gasps, scandalized by the sight. It's a mix of emotions, first shock, then sadness, then worst of all, intense rage. "What is this trickery?" Acorn shouts, voice booming across the beach. Pick completely related. "Oh shit," the head Okolite mutters. Acorn lifts a strong fin, prepared to crush the offending minions to the android. "Scatter!" And everyone runs in different directions, another Okolite shouts. As as the rest of them sprint through the sand in an attempt to reach safety. Finally, the android who had seemingly done nothing for the previous 1,066 words had enough. You back away from my Okolites right now, she shouts. Acorn sneers. Or what, little droid? Damn, like a slur. Not Acorn. Anioko grins maliciously, raising one hand into the air to summon her arm. Okolites assemble! Hi, balls. I'm reading what my chat has written. In a flash of movement, the over 1,000 Okolites run into a giant formation. Limbs cling to limbs, antennas looping together as they rise into the shape of an over 10-story tall monster. We should have had him say Clanker. I wasn't sure. Or what, little rust bucket? Little Clanker. We could change it right now. Do you guys want it to be? Do you guys want to change it right now? If we all agree on the consensus, we could make it. Okay. Nah, if you said an actual slur, then that makes my yaoi worse. Yeah. Well, no slurs. Aga! Hello, Suga. This isn't comfy. Soft A. Good lord. I don't know. I would not mind doing Rust Bucket. Oh, fuck. It's still in Japanese. Hold on. Wait, my bad. 1 second. Wire back! Okay. Anyways, or what, little rust bucket? It's crazy. Anioko grins maliciously, raising one hand into the air to summon her army. Okolites, assemble! In a flash. It makes Sculpture Okolite look like a piece of shit for dating a guy who calls his boss a slur. Well, we should use Clanker because it's not supposed to be comfy. I'm fine with little Rush Bucket. Yeah, exactly. Rust Bucket, in my opinion, is funny. In a flash of movement, the over 1,000 Okolites run into a joint formation. They rise into, kaiju. Almost all of the Okolites take part. Oh my god. Holy shit, I can't read. Almost all of the Okolites take part, save for Sculpture Oko, who was still mourning the loss of his precious sandcastle. Amidst all of this chaos, a tiny fuzzy Okolite walks off to the side and digs a small little hole behind a cluster of rocks. I did not know Okolites could be fuzzy, but all you can see is the edge of a newspaper sticking out from around the rocks and some grunting is heard. It would appear that Garbage Okolite was taking a dookie. Anioko's voice can be heard once more giving a clear instruction anyways. Oko punch! The massive joint Okolite reels one arm back before swinging forward and decking Acorn in his chin, if fish even have chins. Acorn groans in pain as he stumbles back, the weight of the punch causing everything on the beach to shudder and fly into the air. One such victim of the sudden uproar was Sculpture, who was in the midst of his mourning and had been completely unaware of the fighting. He gasps in shock as he goes soaring into the air, calling out for help as he goes soaring back down. But with all the other Okos preoccupied and Anioko giving instruction, there is no one to help. Sculpture Okolite shuts his eyes, bracing for impact, and as the sand gets closer once more, until he lands on something soft. Sculpture Oko slowly opens his eyes, shocked that he hadn't crashed into the sand. Instead, he found himself cradled in one of the strong fins of Acorn, who had miraculously caught tiny Okolite out of mid-air while stabilizing himself from the assault. Sculpture Okolite looks up at the massive fish with wide eyes. Oh my, he whispers, suddenly finding himself completely enamored. He hadn't realized how oddly handsome Acorn was before seeing him from this angle. The previous destruction of his precious sandcastle was long forgotten. I thank you. Garbage Okolite yells from their private dookie spots suddenly to yell at Sculpture Okolite, roll to seduce the fish! And a fairly large D20 dice materializes out of nowhere in front of Sculpture Okolite. Sculpture Oko takes the D20, unsure of where it came from or what it could mean, but he tosses it, watching it as it lands on the sand below, and rolls a 15. Anyways, meanwhile, back with Anioko, because we are so good at staying on one plot point. The impact from the Oko punch had caused quite a disturbance with the surrounding crowd, and one of the people in the crowd let out a loud scream from the shutter. Nani kore? That voice. It was so familiar. It was Hatsune Miku! Nani ga atta? God, I can't. Nani ga atta? She looked over and saw Anioko, her hands still clenched in a fist, and immediately locked in. Oh my! How dare you! Hatsune Miku does not agree with violence. She walked over, her eyes glaring daggers at Anioko. There was immediate tension between them. Doshite? This is a public beach, no less. Hidoyo ne? God. Anioko was too stunned to speak, merely looking at the idol who not only owned the world, but had managed to capture her heart as well. I don't know what to say. I think an apology is in order, you baka! Baka. It's like, let me shut up. Let me shut the fuck up. Hatsune Miku demanded with a buff, looking extremely... Oh. Hatsune Miku demanded with a huff, looking extremely disappointed in Anioko, but this only made Anioko's heart beat faster. Why did Hatsune Miku's disappointment in her make her feel so bad, but also, why did being called an idiot by her make her feel kind of happy? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Miku. Please, I'll make it up to you, Ane begs. Yeah, you need to make it up to the person you punched, she said, turning away aura farming. It was very cool. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a pharmacist walks out onto the beach with a strange-looking device. The pharmacist appears to be speaking to some sort of teal-colored duck thing. Behold, Perry the Platypus! Good fucking lord. As I turn everyone at this beach into Latinas with this! He exclaims as he pulls the sheet off the device. The Latinator! Perry the Platypus looks at the camera and raises his eyebrows as if he was from an office-based sitcom. Then he holds a mirror as the nature goes off, only directing the beam at Hatsune Miku. Turning her Brazilian? Hatsune Miku has attained a form that goes even further beyond. Pick definitely related. Yeah, that's Brazilian Miku, all right. Dr. Doofenshmirtz shows up, turns Miku Latina, and then that's it. Like, that's everything. They go back to fighting in the tri-state area somewhere else.
Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you've confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me, or someone in uniform I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more. Screaming at the Latinas as they pushed him through the door.
What is that about? Where is that from? Oh my god, he'll return in the Teta arc, don't worry, got you. Oh lord. The massive acorn fish and the joint Okolite army in unison say, that's Charlie's Inferno! Oh lord. Anyways, the massive fish acorn and the joint Okolite army in unison say, what the fuck is happening? I can't. Brazilian Miku exclaimed in surprise. Oh my god, said Ane, more yearningly for Miku because now Miku is Latina. Despite the sudden change, actually, well, Miku just looks very, very pretty. I like her hair. That wasn't more yearningly. Fine! Oh my god, said Anioko, more yearningly for Miku. There you go. Despite the sudden change in ethnicity and heritage, Miku had not yet forgotten the task at hand. Excuse my horrible pronunciation because I don't speak Portuguese. Lembre-se, você ainda precisa pedir desculpas no peixe. I don't. Desculpas ao peixe. Peixe? Anioko stares, blinking before turning to her Okolite army. Can one of you guys translate that? I don't know Portuguese. One of the Okos in the massive kaiju body shouts back, she said remember to apologize for the fish. Anioko puts a thumbs up. Oh, right, thanks. Regrettably, she has to turn away from the idol, returning her attention to the large fish that was still staring angrily at her Okolite army. She raises her voice so she can hear. Acorn, I'm sorry about the whole, punch thing. Acorn shouts back, sending waves across the water. Your punch hurt me far less than the hurt you created in my heart when your army tricked me into thinking I was with Sans Undertale once more. Tears swell in his eyes. Brazilian Miku looked at Anioko. The disbelief was obvious on her face, and she just looked disappointed. Que? Como você pode? I don't know. Como você pode? Como você pode? I don't know if that's pronounced correctly or not. I apologize to every single Portuguese Brazilian person. Her voice sounded like she was about to tear up, just hearing about the injustices the poor fish had been through on this beach day. If only Sky was here, but she is asleep right now. I'm very sorry about that too. It won't happen again, Acorn, I promise. Anioko tried to apologize for a second time. This time for the whole fake Sans thing, and it sounded very genuine and from the heart. We'll clean it up in post. We'll clean it up in post as if this is like an actual thing. With the apology announced, the large fish and the mass of Okolites look at each other one more time. Then, with a casual shrug, chose to back away from one another. Apology accepted, I suppose, Acorn mutters, gentle as he sets down the one lone, completely smitten Okolite that had been held in his fin. We'll use an actual Miku voice bank later. Amazing. Brazilian Miku nodded, crossing her arms as she finally looked satisfied with this outcome. Muito bem, voce deveria ter se arrependido. Arrependido. Voce deveria ter se arrependido. Portuguese. She smiled gently at Anioko, which made Ani blush tomato red so hard that Brazilian Miku worried that Ani was about to pass out and die. Voce está bem? Miku asked worriedly. No, Ani replied, knees weak, in parentheses, arms heavy. Mom's spaghetti vomit on his sweater already. Anyways, the sound of a motorcycle can be heard in the distance, coming towards the beach. A black and red blur is seen slowing down as it slides on the sand to a stop in a very Akira-style slide. He tilts his shades down and looks at the idol. Miku, there you are, he says in his iconic raspy, whispery voice. Why don't you hop on the back of my bike and we'll get the hell out of this nut house? Why do I sound like that? Doesn't even sound like Shadow anymore! He adds, looking suspiciously at the colorful cast of characters present. Oh my god. It's a miracle that fanfic Ani suddenly learned Brazilian Portuguese after not knowing any amount of it earlier. That's true. Anyways, Danganronpa, characters with the pick being most related. Shadow, o que você está fazendo aqui? Brazilian Miku exclaimed, but she didn't seem hesitant to join him on his bike. Perhaps she, too, found this cast of characters a bit much. Adios a todos, she waved cheerfully, giving Anioko a second glance, perhaps a bit regretfully that they didn't get to talk more, but it was too late. As the pair rode off into the sunset together, wasn't it just noon, by the way? Anioko collapses into the sand, pitifully reaching out one arm in the direction of which the motorcycle fled. Miku, she whispered, I'll never forget you. The Okolite army disassembles from the massive monster form they'd taken on, crowding around their android and offering their sympathies. Seeds for Ani XB, Miku love art? That's crazy. Of course, they all knew Ani would have never had a chance. Hatsune Miku was way out of her league anyways. Still, they would support her anyways. Further down the beach, Sculpture Okolite decides to shoot his shot. Mr. Acorn, he calls out, looking at the large fish that towered above him. Acorn glances down, laughing lightly. The entire ordeal with the faux sands had him rattled still, but he would move on and heal. Just Acorn is fine, he replies. A crumb of Yuri. Beautiful, Aikochi. Sculpture Oko grins nervously. Gotcha! So, Acorn, I was just wondering, if maybe you wanted to get out... if maybe you wanted to get out of here. I know this really nice boba tea place. Acorn considers his options. It seemed that there would be no point in waiting around lamenting his once beloved sands from Undertale. Sure, the fish replies with a nod. Boba sounds good. How about sushi after? Sculpture Oko quirks his head to the side. Was that cannibalism? Oh well, he didn't care. Acorn was still hot. The fish holds out a fin, offering Okolite to take a seat on his back. Together, this pair too leaves the beach, walking away under this romantic sunset, even though it was just noon. As the sand settles and Ani is still reeling from the confusion, a short, heavy-boned skeleton walks into the scene. He can be seen carrying a basket of garlic parmesan fries. Did I miss anything? He asks. And once again, a distant bunts can be heard. And also a studio audience laughter. Oh no, oh my god. And also a studio audience with canned laughter. Wait, my brain is having a stroke reading this bit. A distant bunts can be heard. Alongside a studio audience with canned laughter. Good lord. Should have had Sans shake on his hand and introduce himself as Ness. That would have been another plot point, silly. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Lucky. Also, a studio audience with canned laughter as Sans poses and stares at a camera that doesn't exist. As the screen fades to black, the garbage Okolite pokes his head into the opening. That's all, folks. God. How was that? That was great. It was so peak. Looney Tunes song. Bam, ba-dum, bam, 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 bam. Ba, 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 bam, bam, bam. Good job, everyone. A beautiful, beautiful performance, indeed. It was breathtaking, to say the least. And now we need to save this. I'm probably gonna save this. I don't know where to put it, though. Where should we put this, actually? Good question. Does chat have any ideas on where to put this in the Discord server? Because this is going in the Discord server. I'm not putting this anywhere. AO3! You could save it as a PDF or an EPUB. Okay, a couple more of these and I'll publish it for you as an anthology. What the fuck? Oh god. But that was beautiful. I absolutely loved that. That was really, really fun. I did not think that this would last as long as it did. How many words is this? Out of curiosity, how many words? Oh god. Are twit longer still a thing? I don't know, probably not. Tools word count. It says that we wrote 2,718 words. That is basically the size of an essay. That is basically the size of a standard essay. God motherfucking damn. Beautiful. I am so proud of us, chat. I'm so proud of us. Anyways, I don't know what else to do. I guess we really could just save this. I'm gonna figure out how to save it. Oh, the relationships as well. That's important. That's important. Yes, this is very important. Shits yourself. Is that a Flory? Hi, Flory. Hi, welcome in, Flory. Welcome into stream. Did you end stream already? I'm assuming that you probably ended stream already. Yeah, all right. Sounds good, sounds good. I'm also gonna end stream soon in like 7 minutes. You shaking me. We just finished writing a 2,000 word fan fiction. We streamed for like 5 hours. Holy moly. Floor, you missed out on Yaoi.
Watch us on YouTube. Let us know if you want this story and others on print in paperback or hardcover and maybe even Kindle and audiobook. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Alright. Very true, Okolite. Very true. And that's the end of the video. Thank you, Garbo. Thank you. I was trying my very best.
Man, I love fish.
Man, I love fish. Here, let me do it one more time. Let me do it one more time for clean audio. I got you.
I want to smooch acorn the fish long and hard.
What the? Why is it not working? Oh no.
MILF, man, I love fish.
Oh, there we go. I had to type that fucking twice. Good lord. Anyways. All right. I guess that's it. we did as AO3 as we could possibly get for this. Also, sorry, Aikochi and anyone in chat. Only mods and me can do the say command. This shit's gonna take forever to draw stills for an edit. Garbo, I don't know why you wanted to put that upon yourself, but good fucking luck. Regular chatters gotta spend points. Yup. Anyways, though.
I love Miku.
Very true. Me too. Do you see this content? Sure. How could I not? I suppose. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, though, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I am gonna try to figure out how to publish this into the Discord server. I will also try to figure out when to do another one of these. I think I'm going to keep them very sparsely, like spaced apart, because I don't want to do this too often. We can only have so many ideas, you know? So, I'm Garbo Artist. This is like up my alley. The book is gonna drop. The full book is gonna drop in 2030. So yeah, I think next time I do another one of these
Fanfic can be like I can't see the end of the horizon. Is that Hatsune Miku?
Yeah, I can't see the end of the horizon. Hatsune Miku! Is that you? But anyways, yeah, I believe that if I was to do another one of these, I think I would want to do it as a reward. Like, I will probably...
Is that a Hatsune Miku or are you just happy to see me?
Well, I mean, I am happy to see Hatsune Miku. But anyways, be quiet, class. If you guys are interested in having another one of these, I will make it as a reward if we ever do another milestone-related event. For example, I don't know, I guess like subathon, donathon, charity event, whatever that happens. Like usually, possibly during specific events where I am able to make it as a reward, because we got this one for free and this went really, really well this time. And so as a result, Garbo, I can't read that.
Please join the Discord.
Okay. Oh my god. It was for Miku? What the? Hitadaki something ko arigatou gozaimasu. Huh? O manaki itadaki makoto ni arigatou gozaimasu. What the fuck? What does o manaki itadaki mean? Thank you very much for having me. Oh, really? Okay. Cool. I think that's nice. I go lay down. Take care, Flory. Please have a good lay down, resties. I'm also going to end stream and lay down and rest, and also take a shower because oh my god, this fanfiction made me sweat so bad. I was laughing my ass off. My dramatic reading will be highlighted. I'll highlight my dramatic reading of the I will highlight my dramatic reading of the fanfiction onto my channel. Flory, make sure VR is charged. Oh no, he knew that already. I'm fairly certain Flory knew that. It was me who actually didn't know, and I almost missed out. I almost missed it. But yeah, fuck the ads. First of all. Second of all, I'm going to go back to my chatting overlay. Honest stinky for real. Sweat and garlic fries. Shut up. Oh my lord. Okay. Anyways though, I don't know who to send you guys to raid and run. I'm about to head out now. No, don't worry. Yeah, this is the end of stream, everyone. If you guys do still really enjoy our community though, my Discord server is open. My socials are also available on anioko.card.co. Whoops, my bad, Will, dude. And if you guys ever want to stay updated, I do have a Twitter, and also, yes, I have a merch website and a throne if you guys want to buy merch, but it's not required because I haven't updated that thing in ages. But I think, where am I going to do? What's going to fucking do? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Oh my god. I wanted to find someone to raid. Let me do that. My silly ass. Okay. Okay. La 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 la. I'm gonna send you guys to great fanfic writing stream. I'd have to go do something totally different. What am I gonna do? That's easy. Write more fanfiction. Exactly. Exactly. What better way to wind down than to write more fan fiction? Thanks for the stream, Ane. Do you want to post the 2fix as read-only somewhere? Probably, yes, most likely. Doctor. Okay, so raid message. If you're subscribed to me, if you're subscribed to me, please participate in the raid, by the way, if you want to get more points. And then raid follow, that's the raid follow message. If you can't use my emotes, you'll use that instead. We are going to raid... We're gonna raid Scotty. We're gonna raid Scotty. Scotty raided me, so I go get Scotty back. Let me really quickly start that up. Scotty is one of my VTuber siblings and dear friends. He's very awesome, very cool, very chill. He's a big Final Fantasy nerd, and honestly, I think he brought some new people into my chat when I was playing Manderville Monday on Monday. Jesus. But yeah, Scotty's a good friend of mine. Be sure to give him some love and support. He's a very chill dude. Good friend. Good bean as well. He hasn't debuted his actual model yet, but we are model siblings technically. So, yesterday was 4 Mondays ago. Shush. Shush. Okay. Now, with that done and out of the way, I am going to go rest. If only we could go from Monday to Friday. True. If we could just time skip, that'd be awesome. Anyways, next time I'm gonna stream is probably Monday or tomorrow. Because on Sunday, I am joining Flory again to help voice in Undertale. If you guys want to see that, I will shout out Flory one more time. I'm gonna shout out Flory one more time. If you guys want to be involved in that and watch that, I am going to be on Flory's channel also helping voice characters in Undertale on Sunday, so please follow him and keep notifications on. Anyways, I go now. Bye, everyone. Bye.
See chat next stream.